Well, good afternoon. It's now 12:30. Been here about an hour-ish, give or take. Rods are 8. I'm fishing 2 single baits at the moment, of one which is the Sticky Baits Yellow. Exactly the same one, but in white as well. I've got 2 sweet baits on. Just try and single pop-up approach, see what happens. I'll give it a couple of bars like that, and I might put a little bit of a few freebies around, just sort of crushed up, well, sort of halved, crushed and small, half a handful. I'm not going to bake too much up, simply because it's still cold, to be honest with you. But yeah, coming into. However, it is Easter weekend, and this is, although to me it feels like a Saturday, it is actually Good Friday. I was going to get down here nice and early, but fortunately my eyes didn't want to open, and the body said let's just stay here a little longer, so I did. But I'm here now, that's the main thing. Apart from that, that's really all I'm doing. And I was going to go for the night, but how the weather's going to pan out, it's going to get cold. It was nice all week, and that's typical as it is when it comes to time off, or any sort of bank holiday weekend, as they say. It decides to turn cold. The wind is sort of a northwesterly, got a bit of a nip to it. I'm thinking I've got a bit of bush behind me, so I'm actually alright. But apart from that, that's all I can really say at the moment, simply because nothing has happened. I was going to fish last Sunday, didn't feel it, didn't feel like it, didn't have that feeling, you know, the enthusiasm to do it. And should have done, because my brother had a £20 out, so what can you do about that? So however, that's how it goes. I am here today, so we'll see how we get on. Right, coming up to 2:15, I decided to have a bit of a bait change. I'm going to change over to these little bad boys, Mobs 14 millers. See it very well. Anyway, it's a different colours than that. I'm going to go for a pink red one, I think. It's not very nice. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my change for the day. Start again. That's the change of the day. The other one is still out there where it is earlier. It's just in the mud. I will show you in a minute. I'll just quickly change this over. Yeah, but nothing there. So nothing has happened. I'm just got to chop and change around, single hook baits only. Just going to chuck out there, see what happens. See if we can sort of locate roughly, possibly where they could be, and hopefully we can get one. I'm quite not greedy, just want the one. I'm alright with just the one. Best to go from that. So I'll just quickly do this. I'll cut that too short. Right, that's gone out there just nicely. The other one is just down the margin there. A little just want to have a look, shall we? There it is there. About sort of there. Obviously that one is sort of just in the middle. Tips are up high because I've got all this crap down here. I don't want to go to the line. Doesn't look too bad at the middle then, but that one is just gone there, so over the top of that. Plus you've got a few weed beds over there, and the line is up, and that's sort of laying hopefully over the top of them. So it's just basically go from that. So yeah, all is good. Don't go back down it. So that's the situation update in a minute. like I say, crap everywhere. Come up to 20 past 2. Give it a whirl. I haven't used these before. These had a basically that in the Mobs version. Sorry. They smell really nice. So at the minute, just chop and change and see what the different situations are. Basically gone from that. So on that note, so it's 20 past 2. I think it's time for a cup of coffee. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get one. Right. Speak to a bit. Right, well, it is now coming up to 10 past 5. I've had my tea in a minute or two. No fish action on the rods as we speak. However, I have been seeing, I don't know how well this is going. Got a new camera, so bear with me on this. Seen fish, sort of where them ducks are. I don't know if you see them ducks. Over there somewhere. In around that area. I've got a bait directly in front of me, in the middle. I've got one just down there. Fish been showing, typical, in between the baits. And can I say, sort of over that way, a bit more up there as well. So they're showing around, jumping and just and rolling at the same time. One or two of them have been up, that have jumped, come up, have gone down and had a bit of a feed on the old bottom because obviously you've got the bubbles coming up. So I think they are feeding. I'm going to be here till 7:30. But just as it stands at the minute, just before it gets dark. And we'll sort of basically go from that, to be fair. I put my jacket on because the temperature has dropped quite a bit, so it is now getting pretty damn cold. I shan't touch them anymore today. They're now going to stay exactly where they are. They are both on single baits, no bait around them. Obviously I've kept with the sticky baits, yellow ones, on the Manila. And the other ones I showed you earlier on is the Mobs. And I think that's on the 14mm red one, so it's quite a fluoro, so it's quite bright. So that's just what I'm trying today. I'm just going to see if the single bait approach is working. I don't want to flick the leader in and out every 5 minutes because I do think they get spooked off quite easily in here. So I think if we just chuck it out there, leave it, and let the bait do its traction, and with a bit of luck, get a fish. So we'll sort of go from that. So like I said, I've got another 2.5 hours to go. Anything can happen at the last minute, which hopefully that would be nice. Yeah, we'll just basically see what happens. So that's all I can really say at the minute. Yeah. It's been tough going. There has been 1 or 2 fish come out. And they are moving around, so that's a good sign compared to what it was before. So we'll see what happens now. Just hope one of the little bad boys go screaming off. So I'll stop my waffling on, keep an eye on the rods, keep an eye out there, have some tea, sit back, and hope something happens. Failing that, I'll be back tomorrow. Right, this will be the last blog entry before I go. It is now come to 20 to 8, and as you can see the light is fading. I don't know what the camera pick up, like I said, new camera, so I don't know what's picking up. So just thought I'd say nothing has happened. There's been plenty of fish showing out there, out in the middle, far end, on the end of the wind. That's on the wrong side of the lake yet again. So therefore I can safely say that I've caught nothing. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and hopefully I'll be back first thing tomorrow morning, first light. That's a bit of a better light situation here. Back first light in the morning, and hopefully we'll have a result. Whether we do not know. Failing that, I'll be back again Sunday, and then again first light till dusk, or dawn till dusk as you might call it, and sort of go from that really. Sunday is supposed to be the slightly warmer day, hopefully with a bit of sun out as well. So what I'll do now, I'll say goodbye and see you tomorrow morning. Right, well, good morning. It's 11:30. I've been about 2 hours now. Both rods are out. I'm fishing the same swims I did yesterday, and I'm fishing roughly the same place as I did yesterday. Baits are the same. I've got the mulberry red one, red one at the far back in between peg 2 and peg 3. Nicely in that channel, first cast bang on, and the other one's a little bit different. I've gone a little bit more to the left hand side of where I was yesterday. Tips are up high because simple reason, there's weed out there. I'm trying to get the line to go over the weed, try and have less contact onto the weed. I know I'm not going to get 100% out of the way, but it is what it is. So I just put my tips up high and put the lines reasonably tight to keep this match off. Wind has died down considerably from what it was yesterday, and at the minute it doesn't feel particularly too cold. However, we're here again for the second day. This is Saturday after Good Friday, and it'll be sunny tomorrow obviously because it's Easter weekend, and I will be back again tomorrow, pending weather that is. So I will just keep small updates throughout today. Unless anything sort of change or I change my tactic or approach, baits and stuff like that or whatever, I'll keep you informed so you can keep in line with what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and we'll go from that. So I will finish drinking my cup of coffee, right, flask there, and sit back, watch the water, and hope we get a fish. Or bombarded by them. Right, I'm waffling. Speak a bit. Right, just took the opportunity to have a little bit of a lead around, and what I found is, I don't know if you can see that very well, we've got quite a few little naturals in there, shrimps or krill, whatever they are. They look like wood lice. So there you go. There's a bit of picture there. I don't know if you can see it very well. I'll try and get a reasonable good picture on it. Something like that. See them just in the back there. That's what we're up against. Right. So quick update. After seeing what was on that weed, decided to go along with a good old glugged up bloodworm boilies, 16 millers. Single bait over top, might put 1 or 2 little crushers around it, but we'll see what happens. If you've got to deal with naturals, and try and deal with the naturalish bait as you possibly get to it. So that's me change of bait. So just quickly do that. And get that stuffed out there, and hopefully get one underneath that weed, which I will show you in a minute or two. Right, well it's now coming up to 4:10. Apart from putting my right hand rod down that margin bit there, middle one was just out. I brought it from the right at the back there, and I brought it just about halfway in, just a bit more this way. Simply because there's 1 or 2 fish on the middle, so I thought I'd, cast upon them, and I've left it and then touched it since. this will be my last entry, because I shall be leaving probably around about 5 o'clock ish, give or take, before or maybe after. Temperature is, well, it is dropping to be fair. Wind has died down, but you can still feel it cold in the air, and I'm actually now starting to get cold as well. So I thought to get, I'll make that decision. I'm going to go about tea time. So this will be my last blog or vlog entry, what you want to call it, for today, unless anything happens between now and the time I pack up and go home, which never say never, because anything can happen at the last minute. And that'll be pretty much it, and I'll be back again tomorrow for a day 3 situation. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow, as the sun is going to be out according to the weather app, and we'll see what happens. And at the minute, that's all I can really do, to be honest with you. I have struggled, and I am struggling. Tried every tactic and technique thing you can think of doing, and yeah, that's as far as I can go. I can only do what I can, what you watch and what you know, and being here is the biggest thing. So we'll go from that, and I'll say, if you got this far, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow at some point. Right, well, good afternoon. It is it's come to 3 o'clock. I've been here since about 11 o'clock, I think it is. 2 rods are out. I've got one on the peach and pepper, and the other one is on Sticky's yellow ones, which I used yesterday. Now we are fishing the opposite side to the lake to where I was yesterday. The reason being that the fish were showing this side sort of like this time in the afternoon, and it was on a cold wind, and the wind is blowing this way, but as you can see, it's a glorious sunny day, and it's not actually that cold. It's quite pleasant, to be honest with you. But like I said, I've been here since 11 o'clock. 2 rods are out. I've got one in my usual spot and just near that tree, and one just in the patch of weed in front. And fish have been cruising in and around, so it's frustrating. But it is how it is. So I will keep an eye on the water. There hasn't been much showing today, apart from a big splash at the back there, and that's all I've seen today, which would be right, because I'm this side where they shoot yesterday and they're not there, which would be typical. Never mind, that's how it goes. So on that note, I will stop my waffling and continue watching the water, see how we get on, and hopefully we'll get one. Look how big it is, just one, that's all I want. So yeah, enjoy. Right, thought we'd just have a quick dive under the water just to see what you got to contend with. As you can see, plenty of twigs, plenty of leaves, chod basically from the trees from above you in and around the lake. Top left, as you can just about see, there is a little patch there, and you get little patches across most of the lake anyway. Obviously where you put your bait out and your feed up and the other. Plenty of Daphne or something like that, whatever you call it. Yeah, there's plenty of that over there. Yeah, so that's what you got to contend with. All good fun. This bit, there was 2 or 3 carp swimming in the swim. They were coming towards me. I couldn't get down, as you can see, I couldn't get down quick enough to get under the water. Neither that, or they moved too quick out of my range. Next time, eh? Right, well, it's now coming to just gone past about 10 past 4. Sun is gloriously out, make things nice. I think when that sun does go down, it's going to drop temperature quickly. So I should probably make this my last entry, because about 4:30 or about 4 I start having a pack down, and I should probably be gone by, easily be gone 5 o'clock, so, which is a shame. I'm just sort of feeling another disappointment of another blank, which I've had since a while, long time, kind of used to it now. But that's how it goes. Water is still cold, so give a massive effect on things. But there has been 1 or 2 come out, so they are very slowly, too slow for my liking, but very slowly, sort of occasionally having a little a scoff now and again. But it is how it is. It's fishing. There's nothing I can do about it apart from just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. I think I've gone through, exhausted all the baits that I have. Single baits, bag, mesh, piled it in, not piled it in, you know, done it all. I still don't have nothing. But I'll have to change at some point, so drink my coffee and then we'll call it a day. Fortunately, gone home yet another blank. Right, you got this far, thanks for watching, and see you again soon. Take a peek out there as traditionally normal.